TNC, OG, a team that are no strangers to that lower bracket. Gonna fight through and look for the grand final, look for the big prize. They've taken 2 majors. They're still hunting for a TI grand final and maybe even a victory there. But TNC, maybe they can do what MVP did, play that aggressive style, get the upper hand, and bring down another favorite in this tournament, OG. TNC had, the thing was just run at them. Quick battle hunger, extra movement speed, and just look for a couple of lucky spins. The Elder Titan, okay, that's an early Maldic point. You do have the car still available, as Elder Titan will run up a little bit further, Fly stays on his back, there goes your cask, Elder Titan, he's still a very tanky hero, but the bounce back over, he'll drop down low, but the malediction is not enough. Okay, he got like, he didn't miss up. Wait, Fly, he's not done! He is not done! He was coming over the camp, he may just be here for a denial, but then ET lets the Spirit fly over! He gets the kill, but just the Spirit! Oh no! All he wanted to do was farm and deny himself up to get back to base more efficiently, and the ET just slips the Spirit over him.
Make sure that his movements are really inefficient. He's only level 2 at the moment.
Top lane, Moon already using Time Warp, very low on life. The magic missile will connect, and TNC, they're looking to claim it. Yet another kill. First one from ET, the second one goes the way of the Life Stealer. Elder Titan's not in the greatest position. There's a lot of shard golems here for crit to get a continuous chain stun on the Elder Titan. He just wants to stomp up, but it's not possible. The control is too much, and Medusa finds his own kill as well. Miracle with that double damage rune. There's full melee lineup against Chronosphere. An easy thing to play against, and you don't have a saving swap yet. Demon still doesn't have that level 6.
Bottom tower is under
attack. The only thing that TNC can do right now is try and stomp to stall the push. It's only a level 2 stomp.
Dire's middle tower
level
is under
2
attack.
or level 2 stomp right now, and they have a lot of trouble keeping their observer wards down the map. The one that Demon just played mid got warded. The one at bottom is
Demon's dead actually. Moon is going to commit to top lane, win the Chronosphere onto that Vengeful Spirit, so an easy solo kill for him. Moon will take it while the T1 tower will drop. But not the dream. TNC, so OG can move into a good prepared position. They still have their own Op Sword. What they won't realize is that Dire Observer Ward actually made.
They don't even have the Life Stealer here.
Fly,
it's going to be really bad.
Fly is very visible. They're being surrounded. Medusa already TPing out, so it looks like once again Fly will be the punching bag. And he's already got 2 deaths to his name. He'll make it 3. The Stomp will arrive. As TNC yet again finding another kill, but they're losing out on the map.
Yeah, Blue TP'd out way before that, and Ranger TP'd a little bit later, just to make sure that exit lanes at the start of the
bottom lane. Goodbye, Demon. Just behind that tier 2 tower, maybe it's not enough. Moon thought he had it, and now he's in way too deep. TNC, they wait for the call. Remember, they've still got a culling blade. This will guarantee the kill before the time walk up, but he goes into the tree lines. The stop perfectly read from the ET. Moon thought he had to get out jail free car, but there's your culling blade. There's still 3 players killing off an over-aggressive Faceless Void under a tier 3 tower. The Life Stealer gets a solo kill on the Witch Doctor up on the top lane. By Raven, he wants to loop in the back of Notel, and easy open wounds and rage up, and this Spirit Ranger won't really stand a chance. He's also got infest damage. If he can't get Notel straight away, the gust will come, but the rage was protecting him, and that's a big kill. Life Stealer, he's now got 4 out of the 7 kills of TNC, almost 600 gold for that 1 kill. Raven's becoming a bit of, but then Dire, they use the scan, they don't see anyone behind OG.
And with the scan, with lots of illumination, they have to be.
They send the PL. They send the PL in through the front, trying to bait the movement forward. Notel, I mean, the primary objective. There's your jump in already with a follow-up stun. The Spirit for the stop. PL will find the kill. Stonegate to turn on the Medusa with Moon's control and that death blow. Reaching up to the Phantom Lens. We've got Doppelganger. This will buy a little bit of time to back out the tier 2 tower while Raven hunting the support from the back line. He finds Fly raging up. He'll find that kill on the Witch Doctor with the Spirit down as well. Raven may just have enough space for the follow-up stomp to find a different target, but who does he want? You can ask Culling Blade behind the lines, so there's even more heroes going down for OG. Miracle starts his TP out, there's no more stuns, but you do have that blink plus call up right now for the axe. He blinks into the pit, same with the stomp, but they predicted wrong. Moon will take the bounty rune and escape back to the mid lane.
Man, that was such a next level play from TNC.
Jungle, and in fact, they're moving over. You can 4-man smoke as OG, but it's going to be the bottom lane when Notel gets jumped up, called up, split it in half, and then Culling Blade down. But no, the gust, it pushes it back. Where's the stun? Where's the damage? Notel barely going to take a fall. OG smoke didn't wrap around TNC in time. They didn't find that small little floater as well for TNC.
Oh, look at this courier micro too coming out from TNC. They know
Radiant's
that
under attack.
They're wrapping around. OG come down to Roshan. Moon's probably going to be the easiest target to start on.
How do TNC always have the upper hand of
They
positioning?
just keep doing it every time. The land flies down from the shot from Max. They missed the timing. The stop as well. The Stonegate turns on from Miracle. Splits this fine in two different parts. Raven's the main one. They have to try and save him. The Axe is ready to go back in again for another call. Raven needs to topple his way through. He just can't do it. The damage is too much. The death ward from Fly keeping TNC out of the choke point of the stairs. And this will allow OG to move over Roshan. A big fight for them. The fact that they do it without Chronosphere as well.
Moon outplayed them so hard right there. Like the lifestealer split away from the Axe because he was worried about getting Chrono, but Chrono wasn't even up. It was like 20 seconds away from being on cooldown, but that's just your natural reaction when a faceless boy jumps and you're like, oh, I don't want to get caught in that bubble.
Yo, this Roshan is so hard. He's still up against Elder Titan on dire side. This Spirit and Stomp, this slows everything down. Moon jumps up. He doesn't want to try and battle this inside the pit. The PL illusions now, actually not with the diffusal play. The Courier is still dead, so he can't fight the diffusal out. But it looks like Cuckoo wants to doppelganger himself in. It doesn't happen. Moon gets caught. He actually time walks out in time. So he's repaired the damage. They can't colorblade straight back down again. Cuckoo, where is your damage? The Chrono! Moon hits 3. Time walks out again, repairing the damage done by TNC. And they lose the Axe. With a fresh egg of Immortal OG, they can just keep pushing.
Moon is just salvaging this early game for them. Just make sure that they don't really have good vision inside the pit. They have to use a
Kick. He'll walk into the middle of OG. No detection. They just instantly jump on Fly. They won't find that kill, but they do move up the crit. Stonegate driven by a miracle. And now in they come. The Chronosphere on the back lines, keeping the other side down. The face warriors and the damage, especially when you get the call. Moon may be in a lot of trouble here. Surrounded by 4 heroes. They get the stun. Back into the river. Cuckoo still keeps battling. He brought down Fly. OG are in trouble. Cuckoo can't doppelganger himself away from this one with their Axe. A blink double call. They got extra health. The spot back. They want Notal. They want that Drone Ranger gone. Now they can deal with the impenetrable miracle. No stuns. The call too far away for the Axe. And there's 4 for a 1 trade-off. You lose your PL, but that's a huge fight for TNC. And OG, they smoke up themselves. Turn. Drum charge. They want to find the opening now. Double obs it down for TNC. So with this Axe in close, he'll break the smoke. A big call position, and he captures it. Notal apply the back line. Notal hurricane Python, David Miracle. He translates his safety with a Chronosphere as well as the Stonegate. You've at least locked in 2, but the splitter on the back line and Lifestealer. They've done the work here, TNC. With Cuckoo, they can go down, they can bring down Miracle, burn off all the mana, and there's nothing left. No buyback as well for this Medusa. They'll rip through the tier 1 and tier 2 tower, maybe even more. Cuckoo goes straight to the TP to mid lane. He wants to get that tier 2 tower as well there.
Fire doesn't have any wards down right now, and Jimmy doesn't have any in his inventory, so they might look for a play right now, hiding behind Cuckoo, because last time Cuckoo pushed, he was alone, and they might think that he might be doing the same thing, go for a Chrono, and
that's why they're smoked up. Hello, Courier. You're walking around with me on your recipe. That is meant to be built. In fact, if they wait this out, they might be able to get rid of the Hyperstone. Wait for it to turn around. Who's still pushing through the mid. They bring down the range rags. They're inside the base. Smoked up. Notal able to push himself away. So he will survive for now. The extra TP coming forward is going to be Miracle at the front line. The full Mjolnir is completed over on him. So he puts on the double shielding. And then Moon jumps forward. He'll find Demon, the gem carrier of TNC. The Storm from Elder Titan won't create enough space. But still back in the mid lane. Cuckoo keeps the pressure on that mid rags. Meaning OG can't continue to chase around TNC, but they do take the gem.
Very important awareness from Notal right there, just 4-stepping away as soon as the smoke pog's kind of expecting them to be there without the T3 up, and now OG can't make a move for the Roshan pit. They do have vision.
The TPs are starting up now. The Drone Ranger is the first one. Axe waiting for a good opportunity. The Ranger flying still. The blink again. Notal so quick on the reflexes. Fortification keeps the racks up and crit to the front line. Should get move at speed thanks to the battle hunger. So Sam is away. Even with a Yule Scepter, Miracle behind Axe. Axe into the tree line. 1 second till Blink's back off cooldown. Then he can just jump down and he will into the river. But TNC again forcing a reaction out from OG that no one's been capable of bringing down Roshan for the last 10 minutes, maybe longer.
Well, Moon's dead for this fight. It will look like there'll be a 4-on-4.
LBS is going to join him. Observable Lord, oh Demon, he plants the Obs Ward and then gets pushed back up the cliff while over on the other side of the river. Bishop goes so quickly in the act, he gets the call, Again for a race to the back. He couldn't fall that ball out far enough. And then Raven pulls back out. He actually keeps Axel alive until Miracle with a split shot. How much of a tank is he? Not enough. The diffuser burning through all of the mana shield. And now TNC can safely take Roshan while OG and 4 heroes in the grave.
And what a clutch ward. It like gets the vision on the back line so that Lifestealer and Axe can always do their thing. These are their wards just enabling TNC to just always just stand for OG. They're never 5 strong. Someone always gets picked off at the start of the fight. And that's not enough.
They're coming down the mid lane. There is no draw range for 22 seconds. You get the buyback out from Medusa, but Cuckoo, he's still got Aegis Immortal. A melee rank is the minimum TNC want from this push. A full butterfly even being completed up when this push happens for the PL. And you just make more Cuckoos. The stop, hold Miracle on the back line, so say goodbye to your mid ranks. Up to the top. And still TNC, are they happy with this? With Dro back up? Yeah, they are. They're playing this really safe. Not a single opportunity for OG. They do not want to let
Ranger, maybe like even Chrono on top of her. So the Lifestealer dies in the fight. Like Lifestealer, when's the last time he died? He's 12-1 right now. And like if he infests in, he can't infest out. So they have to make sure that they drop the Lifestealer somehow while the Drow survives. I think dropping a Chrono on top of her with a Stone Gaze and with Stone Gaze to cover to the whole entire team from coming in, and a Death Ward dropped at the same time, maybe like the Enchantress with a Dragon Lance, you know, poking at their Lifestealer from the outside. That's how they need to start the fight, but look at the way they're sieging. It's just Cuckoo out in front.
Yep, and he's dodging everything. He's got Mandra, he's got Doppelganger, so Kurt can't even throw an Impetus out. No-Tell now actually hitting him quite nicely with that Hurricane Pike, but like, nice is nice, but it's not a kill, and Cuckoo just keeps the push going. Even if he dies multiple times, you basically got 3 PLs in this fight. They'll have him from his buyback and the Aegis Immortal and the original. Miracle almost out of mana, and Cuckoo, he just takes the melee rack. There's no answer. OG has this TNC lineup, even crit missing attacks, thanks to Butterfly.
Now the extra layer of protection from the Blink Dagger on the Phantom Lancer. After the Aegis, they've actually passed them to Cheese, so they don't have any downtime. They don't have to waste a couple precious minutes on the Aegis. It's 1 minute, 15 seconds left, and I don't think OG can last that long.
Well, they'll try. Down to the bottom lane, OG needs something. Moon needs a good initiation area. They have to force past the Drone Ranger back into the well just to get away from one Phantom Lance to this PL. And maybe with some Impetus, Crit can make Cuckoo dangerous, but then Crit, he actually turns. He needs to push himself away, and the Illusion will chase him down. They cleared through enough of them. And there's the 4-star from Sam, getting him out. You see where Moon starts to prepare. Time walks into the tree line. He needs to make the danger zone work for OG. You almost need to catch out TNC in that wonderful box to the east. But when PL just throws Lances forward, No-Tell again forced away from the racks.
The call from TNC has to be watch out for the Void though. They don't have any eyes on the Void. He could be smoked behind. He could be on the south side. He could be like on the top side. They don't actually know where he is. So they need to use like the Phantom Lancer, Illusions, the Elder Titan Spear to kind of find out where he is while constantly putting out pressure with Cuckoo. And 20 seconds left on the Aegis. Look like TNC, they're actually the same as well. Well, they're not going to have enough time.
Here comes TNC in through the bottom lane. They send Cuckoo in first. This time he doesn't have an Aegis Immortal, but he does have a heart to help him with a push. He just jumps in. The Gust will be there. He's got to be careful. No extra life unless he wants to buy back and BT to the front lines.
Dude, he's not even scared.
Acceptable.
He has Manta, he has Diffusal, he didn't even pop any of his land. I know I'm gonna die. Just gonna wait for my heart to regen up. Just go back in. Here we got half on the Ranger rack. Just rinse and repeat.
And No-Tell having to gust on just Illusions to push him back. Oh, Medusa turns on the Stone Gate. Cuckoo is in fairly deep. They're trying to focus on the support. Moon, bit of Chrono on the front. He only finds the other time. There's all the damage. Chrono does practically nothing. TNC have taken minimal damage. In fact, they've killed off Crit. They're looking for a dieback on him. The Illusion just keeps going to work. Cuckoo's free at the space. The bottom rack will drop. You're dead going to kill off Illusion. ET tanks it all. This should be the game right now. TNC, they are walked over. EG in game 1. A methodical, surgical killing of OG by TNC. The smiles on Demon, and rightly so. They played a superb game of Dota.
They don't need to worry about the Drow Ranger. They often didn't ban it out in the group stage, and they have a lot of strategies prepared against Drow Ranger.
And you thought maybe OG would be able to have more of a push because the ET also slipped through. It's like OG was denied that initial tier 3 attack.
And, you know, that's kind of calm, calculated Dota that OG like to play, but